So, Norm has been working on his writing lately. Just now, I read three versions of the same exact personal story, an anecdote of his that he wrote over the course of a few hours. And this video is some feedback to him. So, I'd like to say that the way I saw his writing progress was pretty remarkable. The first one I read basically was one sentence that it interested me, but the whole thing about it was that everything that I might have wanted to know about his anecdote that he was telling was all done over in that one sentence. So it interested me, but it really didn't keep me on into the story for very long. Then the second version of the same thing was very objective, almost robotic. I could see that he was trying to improve the parts when he was weaker by not putting everything out, all the information that he wanted to give to the reader out immediately. But even so, um, he took too much out of it. So like he put everything out in his first attempt, but then he took everything, all his like cool info and stuff, out of the writing in his second attempt. So I wasn't. It didn't interest me at all as a reader because there was nothing for me to grasp onto to become curious about. Then I read the third version, which the first two were just like one sentence, but the third version was actually, I think, several paragraphs. I only read the first one at the request of Nick, who was showing them to me. But when I read the third one, I saw that like I got the whole context of what was happening to him that day, and which was Thanksgiving Day, and it made me, understand the place he was in going into the further situation of what was going on in the story that he was telling. And the only issue I think I could find with it was that he described too specifically all the food he ate on Thanksgiving. Um, so I really wanted to know about the story he was telling and all the events, but I got bombarded for like about two lines with like how he ate food, which also kind of sucks because I'm hungry right now, but I'm not eating yet because I'm doing this and then after that I'm gonna eat. Um, but even so, like the good thing about it, which this is a really good sign, Norm. I know you're probably gonna watch this, so this is a really good sign. Is that like I got a little I wanted to know more about what you were telling, but instead I kept hearing about the food you ate. But that's good because um even though the second half of the food in your first paragraph made the paragraph ending weaker, what's good is that despite that, I still kept going on because I'm interested in the bigger story that you introduced in the first half of your paragraph. So I want to know what's going to happen. So that's why I keep reading. And even though I don't like what this certain part of it, I want to read that for context. So because I want to know what will happen later on. Like when you're watching a TV drama and there's something really intense, it's building up to a climax. And then there's one episode that you don't really like, but you watch it anyway because you want to know what's going to happen at the end of the season, in the season finale. So you watch that episode anyway. Um, I hope I explained that in a way that makes sense. But yeah, I really like the improvement, and there's more to go from here. But I see it like if I had to draw a line of how much he improved, it's just like he was like here, and then it just went up, and I can see it just it's gonna keep going with this writing. because that's really how writing works. Like, the more you do it, the more you think of new ways that you can, like, I can write something this way, or I can experiment doing something in this manner. And by doing that, just the more you write, the better you get at it. So even if you're like not good at all when you start out, and this goes to anyone watching this, if you're not good at all when you start writing, just keep doing it and keep exploring in new ways. Get plenty of feedback. Definitely feedback, and make sure it's from people who aren't just gonna tell you like whatever they look at that you write that it's good, even if it's not. Make sure you get very honest feedback, like the kind of person who will tell you it's awful if they think it is, and just keep going on in improving your writing. And basically, just by doing it more, you will get better. And that goes to you too, Norm. So just keep going on with this. Like, just keep not necessarily writing the same exact thing, but that's one way to do it. Or just keep telling your story or stories in different ways and in different mediums. And the more you do it, the better you will get at it. And the more people will look at that and be like, yeah, I understand that. I've felt emotions like that too. That was a lot to say. But yeah, that's really all the feedback I have. So until next time, viewers of RI4C TV and Norm, see ya.